Welcome back, everybody. We want to talk about a very important reminder about how safety is so important to keep in mind if you and your family are heading out to the water.
Yeah, that's right. You know, earlier this week, a 3-year-old boy lost his life drowning at Metro Park in Harrison Township. And unfortunately, this is that time of year when we see the highest number of drowning deaths. 760 people died in July of 2023 alone.
Also, drowning is the leading cause of death for children between the age of 1 and 4 years old. And we want to help you keep your kids safe. The CDC says that even kids who survive an accident often need medical care. And for every child under the age of 18 who dies from drowning, another 7 need to go to the emergency room. So how do we prevent this?
And this is why we brought in our good friend, Sammy. She is the aquatics leader at Lifetime over in Canton. And Sammy, thank you for joining us over the holiday weekend. We just talked about some really sobering numbers when it comes to how dangerous it can be when you're in the water. What are some of your top tips, especially for our young swimmers?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the top tips I can give you guys is getting your kids in swim lessons. Here at Lifetime, we offer swim lessons from ages 4 months all the way up to seniors. You know, swim lessons aren't just for kids, but it's important for all ages. We offer continuous lessons here, so we're year-round. Another thing you can do is getting your kid in a life jacket, a Coast Guard approved life jacket. That's a really good tip to have. But yeah, those are some really good ones I have.
And then also, how do you determine, I mean, like your child may be able to tread water, you may feel safe about it, but how do you really test that your child is a strong enough swimmer that they can be out in the water without a life vest on?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the ones that we use here at Lifetime, it's one of the rules that our lifeguards enforce every single day, is our 25-10 rule. So what we do is any child that cannot swim 25 meters without any assistance needs to have a life jacket on and also have a parent or somebody supervising within 10 feet of them.
You know, we're watching folks swimming behind you. For lifeguards, you know, they know what to look out for when they're keeping swimmers safe. You know, we've heard those stories, parents turned away for a second and then something tragic happens. What is your reminders and tips for parents when you do have your little ones out in the water?
Yeah, absolutely. Drowning can happen, you know, in a second. It's like you just said, so it's really important to make sure you have strong swimmers. Like I said, get them in swim lessons, learn the basics, treading water, learning how to float, do a basic freestyle. Another thing, get CPR certified. You know, in the case of an emergency, if you're able to, you know, that saves a life, just learning how to do CPR you know, effectively.
And that's something we've been doing here at the Local 4.
We have.
Yeah.
Also, if you're out on boats too, I mean, making sure that your children have life vests on, because obviously the water is a lot different in a lake and so many of our areas where people like to swim.
All right, Sammy, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate that. Really good information there. Of course, you want to keep your kids and yourself safe as we enter the summer season. Thanks, Sammy.
Yeah.
All right, time now is 8:25. We showed that Belleville Lake was one of the, well, lake in Belleville. We always want to call it Belleville Lake, but it isn't. That sky cam that we have. But yeah, folks want to get out on the water. And you can also go someplace where you can see the water and get entertained at the same time.
It's an incredible venue.
We're talking about the Aretha right there on the Detroit River, and it's spicing up the summer with some concerts coming your way.
Oh, lots of fun. Who's got a look? We've got a look at who's hitting the stage. We'll have those details right back.